100 days is a long time to go without anything and to stick with something that you've been trying to do for a while. I'm not trying to be celebratory and hype this up like it's something like super awesome or super cool, but this is more for those that are trying to do the same thing and trying to actually go without for as long as they can. I don't really have a date that I'm going to start drinking again or anything like that. I really don't feel the need to anymore, or to smoke in that matter, because this is about being sober in general for 100 days. A little over 100 days actually. But I wanted to come on here and give another update on a little over 100 days. Just kind of describe how I'm feeling, and then I want to break it down in two parts. I just want to break it down in mind and body, the two simplest parts I can break it down in. And if you're trying to get to 100 days as well, kind of give you something to look forward to, something that you can actually strive towards, because it is a decent milestone to hit, and it is really good for you once you hit that. It does make you feel good in the moment, but then it's on to the next milestone, it's on to the next one, whether that's 120 days, 180 days, or over 200, or whatever goal you have to hit or you want to hit for yourself. And I want to start first with the body, because I think that one is still super noticeable, but it's not as noticeable as the mental changes, the mind changes that you get when you hit this point. But as far as the body goes, if you're training like me especially, number one thing I noticed is I'm a whole lot stronger and I recover a whole lot quicker. If I do get sore after the gym or something like that, I'm sore for a day and a half, like 2 days max, and then I'm right back to it. And a big part of that is because when you are sober, your sleep gets restored in crazy ways. Your circadian rhythm starts to get back in balance. You can actually enter deep REM sleep and get the restorative sleep that your body actually needs. So you actually wake up feeling refreshed, and you wake up feeling like you got real rest instead of feeling like a zombie when you get up. But that also plays a hand into your recovery. You recover a lot quicker. You can bounce back from training a whole lot more. You can bounce back for hard work days super easily, and it doesn't take a super big toll on you to do those things anymore. And in return, because you can do that, you can work more and you can train more and you can train harder, and then you can put on even more muscle, or you can do more things in your job or get more work done in that capacity. My body doesn't get fatigued like how it used to. It can just keep going and going, because I'm actually getting really good sleep at night. When it's time to lay down, it feels great to lay down, and then I actually get good restorative sleep. And it's not all just about how your body feels too. It's also a big thing about how your body looks. I look a whole lot better. I leaned out. I'm still leaning out, but at the end of the day now, I still have super visible abs for the most part, even after a full day of eating and a full day of doing whatever I'm doing. And that used to never happen before. I remember by the end of the day was rolling around, I would start to look a little bloated, a little bit bigger, because it was just a whole day of just meals, snacks, whatever I had. If I was drinking a whole lot that day, just a whole bunch of drinks and stuff. But you slim down more and you cut that body fat, because of course you're not drinking empty calories anymore, and you're not eating a whole bunch of stuff just for the sake of it. Like when you're smoking, I'm not snacking as much. I'm not just eating a bunch of snacks, eating a bunch of meals as much. I still eat 2 meals a day for the most part. It's rare I eat 3 meals in a day, but I'm not snacking as much. I'm not eating a whole bunch of junk food as much. I still love that stuff. I have a honey bun right there that I'm gonna eat right after this video. I still do those things, but it's not a like every night type of deal. It's when I really want it, then I go get it. And as a result of that, I'm leaner. But you don't just get leaner too, you look more dense. You look bigger, because you are getting bigger because you're recovering faster. You can put on more muscle. But I look more full. I look just a little bit bigger. I look like more capable. I have more density to me. And that's all just from being sober and not smoking and drinking. So if you train and you are trying to stop, or you are stopping, you're in a week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever you're in, it's just uphill. You just keep looking better and better and better, and your body feels better and better and better. And I haven't even brought up all of the internal things that are healing, like your liver healing, your heart healing, your lungs are healing, your brain is healing. But we're going to talk about my next, your organs are actually healing. They're holding the proper nutrients. They're flushing themselves out properly. They're going through their own cycles how they should without being disrupted by chemicals and being disrupted by things that you're putting in your body. And that leads me to now the mind part of this, which I think is the bigger part of these two, is the difference in the mind you actually feel. I haven't felt this way probably since high school, or since right after high school, pretty much. I'm going to try to explain it as best I can, but it's kind of hard to explain it. But it feels like all limitations have been lifted. I have no more barriers in my mind that I can think of, especially all the barriers I used to put on myself. I used to really think that things weren't possible or were really hard, or I couldn't do them in a lot of different ways. Or I would look at certain things and it would have a cloud of intimidation over me. It would cloud me. I'll be like, ooh, if I do that, it would be scary. But it's just gone now. But when I think about something that's hard or something that's going to take a lot of work, I just feel like I can do it now. It's something that completely flipped on its head, and something I didn't expect would happen when I actually did get sober. And I think a big part of that is the way your mood changes, the way your brain balances all its chemicals. I'm not even going to talk about dopamine right this second, but excluding dopamine, you have a more natural baseline. You have just a flat baseline. And flat doesn't mean bad, it just means you're not rattled by everything. I don't get angry as much, and if I do get angry, it goes away super quick. I don't get irritated as much, it goes away. I just feel overall better. I don't feel sad. And if I do, all these things, if I do feel them, I can acknowledge them head on, and then it goes away super quick. It's not something that I'm stewing on all the time. Like when somebody has something happen to them, and then the whole rest of their day they're angry, or the whole rest of their day they're irritated or sad. I haven't had that since I stopped. And it's just been a great baseline, a great new baseline. Because when you operate on that level, you can tackle things in different ways. You can tackle things with a level-headed mind and with level-headed thoughts. And it forces you to think about only solutions when you have a lot of your emotions out of the way. And all you think about is cause and effect, and what can I do to make the situation play out like how I want it to play out? What can I do to get the result I want to get? Because at the end of the day, this is what we're here for. We're here to get results and to have things play out how we want them to play out, to live the life you want to live. That's why I'm on here, to tell you, do whatever you want to do, live the life you want to live. And it's a lot easier to do that when you are level-headed and you have a good baseline, and you're not always spiking, going up and down, up and down, up and down from substances that you're taking. And it allows you to think clearer. You can think through things clearer. You can break things down in chunks. That's how I like to do things. I like to break down bigger things in chunks and hit them from different angles. Like how when I started this channel, I broke it down into chunks, and I learned one thing at a time. And then I got better at it slowly, and I'm still getting better at these things. I'm still not the best at everything, obviously, but you have to break things down in chunks and get better at them slowly but surely. Like right now, I'm kind of focusing on thumbnails. I'm changing it up right now to see how I feel about it, see how YouTube responds to it. But it's something for me to get better at, and I find enjoyment in picking one thing and trying to get better at it for a little bit and seeing what kind of results it gives me or what kind of results it doesn't give me, and then I tweak from there. But you can do that a lot easier when you have a clear mind, and you can just go through things with an even keel. But I'm not going to talk your ear off too much longer, but I just want to bring up one more thing when it comes to the mind. When you are just completely sober and you can look at every aspect of your life without you having to mask it or numb it behind something else, it gives you the greatest advantage that will make you stand out, and it will make you get better even if you put in minimal effort. So imagine if you put in 100 times the effort, but it's something that is going to make you stand out in a world full of distractions, numbness, drinking, smoking, partying. I'm in Las Vegas, so I'm in the heart of just strict degeneracy, which is why I don't go out. I stay in the house. But being clear-headed and being present and being just there in the moment when everybody else is distracted or numb from themselves, it makes you stand out way more than you would ever think it would. I have way more interactions now. People just talk to me more now, just strangers out in public. I get way more compliments on just random things. I've been wearing the same shades for years, and now I get compliments on them. People talk to me more about my car now. It's just, you just stand out, and just, you're a magnet to others in a way that you can't even pick up on, because our brains, they give off a certain frequency, and the way you carry yourself gives off a certain frequency. When you're more present and you're sober and you're doing the things you need to be doing, it gives off a certain energy and frequency that others can pick up on. And people recognize when somebody is aligned and when somebody's doing what they need to be doing. You can feel them things off of somebody. You know when somebody has a bad aura or bad energy. Everybody talks about aura nowadays, how to aura farm, how to get your aura up. The cheat code to that is being fully sober and doing what you need to do. Working more, training more, learning something, trying to help out somebody else. That's how you aura farm. That's the cheat code. It's not doing some extra other stuff that some guru is telling you about only if you buy his course or something like that. Just do what you need to do and stop numbing yourself and just be sober and chill, you know? It really is that simple. But that's all I wanted to talk about just now. Just something quick, just those two things, mind and body, of what I've noticed at 100 days sober. I'm just over 100 days. I might do some more updates to this. If you want some more, let me know. I probably will. Probably do one around maybe, I'll probably wait a little bit, do one around like 180. I'll give it a few more months before I talk about this again, because I have talked about this a handful of times now on here. Unless somebody wants it, unless you want one at 120, comment it and I will do it. But yeah, that's about it. If you got this far, my name is TJ. If you found this helpful, consider liking, consider subscribing. Let me know down below if you're trying to stop and get sober, or if you have been, how long has it been, and what have you noticed that has gotten better or changed, whether it's your mind, body, relationships, spirit, whatever it is, work. Let me know down below. But until then, I'll see y'all. I'm out of here.